Finally live. I've managed to get live. Hi, Dandy. Hey, Clara. Hey, Haley. Hey, Lorene. It's going okay, Dandy. Hey, Rosa, Anna, Elizabeth, Kristen, Danny, Lynn, Tiffany.
I'm coming to crash.
Hannah, Banana, Laureen, you, Jessica Poole. Now we got trouble. Hey, hey, West Coast lass.
Oh my god.
Hey, Brooke. What does that shirt say?
Everybody is beautiful.
Don't be rude, Dandy.
Would Dandy call me a gunt?
No, he said, get her away. Hey, Stinky Meatball.
Bye.
Hey, Trigger Dandy.
Who are you then?
Hey, Chantel. Tiffany Mendoza says hi.
Oh, hi, hi, everybody.
Chantel would say hi if she could speak. Hi, Ms. Bornak.
Come on, DJ.
Hey, Rebecca. Chantel will be going live soon. She's going to be going out for her Starbucks. So she's going to be live in a few minutes.
Coffee.
Yeah, she's going to be live in a bit, pretty soon. But keep watching me, people.
Yeah.
Debbie, no, not really sick. I didn't feel great yesterday. Wasn't sick or anything. It was just a bleh day. Katie Marie, any plans on breaking down the boxes? I'll get to it at some point. She gonna bring me a drink back? Good point. Give me 1 minute. Just Hey, Fess, are you gonna bring me a drink back? Or how long do you think you'll be out? Yeah. Yeah, that works. Yeah. 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 Sorry about that, people. Just, Yeah, Andrea Archive reminded me that I'll want a drink. Doesn't it bother me living in a dirty, messy house? Not really. Am I going to see the dubbed release of Belle when it comes out? Maybe. Maybe, or maybe not. I don't know. Hey, cat litter. By the way, cat litter, I did change the litter just a few days ago. So, meh. Chantel is good to me. She tries. She is. How did I end up not getting sick? Good immune system, I guess. She didn't have COVID, so... yeah. When I said clean the kitty litter, I mean, like, empty it out, wash the litter box, refill it. That's what I mean when I say changed the kitty litter. I have scooped it since then, obviously. And Loverly, you're playing Far Cry 6. Cool. Not the type of game I would ever play, honestly. Was I afraid of catching COVID? Kinda. Sat alone in my room all day. Yeah, but I don't really get sick. So the plan now is to see my mom next Sunday. Since we weren't able to go this weekend because Chantel got sick, we'll do it next weekend. The Witcher games, never played any of the Witcher games. They don't really look like my style. I was glad you didn't catch anything. So am I. Hey, Sandy. Dark Souls? Hell no. I am nowhere near good enough at video games to play Dark Souls. I suck at video games. Applied for more jobs? Yeah. Yeah, I'm still applying, just not really getting anything. But I'll keep applying until somewhere accepts me. That's all I can do, really. Hey, Sandy. I managed to catch you live. I'm doing okay. How are you? Daniel downloaded the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Oh, yeah, that about that. Richard W., you're not wrong. I have started playing Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I've got 2 videos recorded. I figure I'll post first one tomorrow. Post another one maybe Friday. I'll maybe try to do 2 videos a week or something like that for Mass Effect. It'll take a long time to get through that. Yeah, I've played up to just finished Eden Prime. So I'll get more after that. What do I think Chantel's new guy in Dubai? Gotta be better than the last guy. Am I doing mentally better? Nope. No, I still haven't seen the new Spider-Man just because I'm not going to a theater. Like I'm just censor. You what? What? How can you have watched it? I haven't actually uploaded. The last time I pooped today. I pooped today, Gunrar. Hey, Cookie Milk. You're weird, Cater. Spider-Man 3. It'll be a couple more. It'll be a few more months before it hits Disney Plus. Figure probably May or June that it'll probably hit Disney Plus. I think Eternals is going to be out in just a couple weeks. I've never been to any. I've never been to any Discords. Andrea's archive or Andrea archive. Meg, I have not lived in Ottawa my whole life. Most of my life I lived in Cornwall, which pretty shitty city. Honestly, is hey Lulu. When I was a kid, actually, Cornwall used to be, I think it was the murder capital of Canada at one point when I was a kid. Landon tells no idea who he is, but I didn't really get. I didn't really know that many people in Cornwall. Honestly, I was never a particularly social person. Uh, I've never, I've never stuck anything up my ass, Andrea. Kitty Marie. So where my mom lives, it's assisted housing. Like it's an apartment complex specifically for older people. Um, Government subsidized apartments designed for older people. Uh, Cat litter. I've got one brother. Spooky. No, still haven't been down to see my mom. Angie, yeah, my mom always make has always made good Thanksgiving slash Christmas dinners. She's always done really good turkey dinners. Uh, I'm pretty sure my brother is cooking our belated Christmas dinner. Um, but he's a good cook, so. CM, the reason, to be blunt, CM, the police aren't the reason the murder rate went down in Cornwall, is economics. Rubber band mouth? Never heard of that. Andrea Archive, yes. Wrote them a decade ago. I shouldn't have written them. Uh, those types of fantasies are fairly common among women, but I'm not a woman, so yeah. What do I have to say about the M&Ms and why weren't they skippable? Huh? I don't even know what that means, Cater. CM, fuck off. Delete them. I have no idea what my login for that site was. I don't even remember what email address I used. I think the email address that I signed up with is, I forgot the information. So, nah, I can't get into it. I wouldn't bother anyway, just because, fuck it, no one reads them. Chantel wiping those wipes down flushing those wipes down the toilet. No idea. I did tell her that she shouldn't. Attend my first demo on Friday. Nice demo for what? Demo for what, Sandy? Hey, Lambo. Good to see you. I am alive. Alicia Nash, Chantel and I didn't do anything for each other for Christmas. Cater, sorry, what am I avoiding? I don't even know. Did I enjoy the pizza? Did I get pizza? I didn't eat pizza yesterday. Thanks, Roxanne. Anti-vax people who thought it'd be fun to say they're oppressed with the yeah, fucking weirdos. Dickwads. Hey, Clara. Thanks. Oh yeah, Chantal did tell me about that free pizza. Honestly, about all I can say about that is at least the restaurant got paid. Like in all honesty, um, if you're gonna, hey Adon, thank you very much, Adon. Yeah. So my take on ordering food to people's houses, at least pay the restaurant. You know, if you're gonna do that prank, then pay the restaurant. Broccoli, pineapple, anchovy. Yeah, Chantel told me about it. Like I said, restaurant got paid, so I'm fine with it. Lindy, Chantel, my soul. My platonic soulmate, maybe. Hello, Lucio. Thank you for the super chat. And leave tip for driver. Yes, absolutely. Always tip your delivery men. Yeah. I got that, Sierra. Why do I not take any steps to improve my mental health? Because my mental health makes me self-destructive. Sandy, yes. Well, I've got a sort of. I am on my new laptop, but I also have a webcam, like a plug-in webcam for it. So, yeah. Lindy, do you mean like does somebody having food delivered to us scare me? Not really. Produce? No, I know it requires trying. The problem is that, like I said, I am self-destructive, which makes it harder to put in the effort. Oh, Chantal being no, I love Chantal. Sam, I would wait until COVID was over, basically. I wish someone would deliver me wine. You could probably order wine online, Lambo. Chantel didn't eat the food. No, I mean, it was gross. So Chantel didn't eat the pizza. The show? My guess is that I mean, I don't want to speak for Chantel, uh, but my guess is she doesn't really care what people are doing elsewhere. They want to give her money, then whatever. Hey, Rose. Actually, no. I mean, we both take care of the cats. Like, we live with the cats, so we both have to take care of them just because they live with us. So, Rose, I look tired. Always. My sleep pattern's gotten so screwed up again over the past forever. Hey, Laurie. My favorite food? Uh, probably, I don't know. I just like meat and potatoes. And I like carrot cake. I am not wearing makeup, no. I probably should wear makeup, but I don't. Create better content that you don't. Think. I mean, people watch Chantel because she's engaging and she's got a lot of drama. I'm not as engaging as Chantel, and I have no interest in drama. So I'm never going to have the same uh, audience size as she gets, which is fine. I'm fine with it with having just a few hundred viewers. That's you know I don't need to make YouTube my full-time job. I want an actual job, uh, and YouTube is just fine for some extra money here and there. Don't need drama in my life to be relevant. No, but certainly gets attention. Ashley, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you very much. The super sticker or whatever. Uh, Chantel going live while I'm live? Whatever. It's, I am not bothered by it. Oh, Sarah Ann? Sarah Ann, she was like, she just left here 15 minutes ago. So, yeah, EM, thank you very much. We agreed on no Christmas presents, and as far as my audience going down, again, it was something that, like, it's fine. Andrea, maybe. I don't know. Cucked. You know, cuckold as an insult is one of those things that just so ridiculous. She's not being selfish. Ease off her. Actually, I should probably... my plans for today? You're looking at them. Go away, Uber Eats ads. Watching my live stream with Ramona, and I thought it was really awesome what you said about the guys of Monty Python. Yeah. Do I still have my trench coat? No, I got rid of that years and years ago. What fuck? What? We've at this point we just do shit for each other all the time anyway, so that's fine. Hey, Share Bear. She cuckolded you. Whatever. I know that you're really into comic books, and my knowledge is kind of limited. Have you ever read anything by Randy Queen? I don't think so. Sam, what about the guys Monty Python? Yeah, so while I was remote, a lot of people were like making a big deal of me being dressed as a woman. I pointed out that like I was just doing a character, and I mentioned that the Monty Python guys used to dress as women as characters for bits, or the Kids in the Hall cast. They dressed as women for skits. Just got home from the gym not long ago, and I'm wiped out. Still got to take our daughter out for her birthday dinner. She's 20. Oh, congratulations, Share Bear. Congratulations to your daughter. Happy birthday to her. Hey, Megan Norris. Sorry, I was looking up at something. CM? Yeah, CM, but I'm too lazy to like. What it is I only know how to be me. Rose, we didn't get each other anything for Christmas. Don't worry about it. Can I do stop motion MLP video series? I don't think that is something I'm likely to do. I mean, it'd be funny, but honestly, I'm not creative enough for it. I'm just not creative enough to do that, honestly. Can I cast a magic spell to save my crippled doggy Fiona? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear about that. That sucks about your dog, Eddie. Sarah Ann, I don't want an iPad. Hell, I don't want an iPad. But no, I don't want a tablet. Like tablets. If I wanted a tablet, I'd get one for myself. But I genuinely don't want one. So, thank you, Harmony Dawn. Would I ever get a tattoo? Probably not. I what I would say is I have a healthy dislike of needles. Okay. Good night, Sandy. Um, have a nice day tomorrow. Entry archive. Yes, we're doing boosters in Canada. I think it's. I know it was supposed to be every after 6 months, but I think they're moving it up to every 5 months. I think, right? If thankful for the vaccine, having a bad immune system. If I got COVID, it could kill me. Yeah, I mean that's why I got the vaccine. Like I am not really worried about COVID for myself. Although if I did get it, it would suck. But no, my thing is that I am worried about being a COVID carrier and getting other people sick. So, I mean, that's like, that's what I hate about the anti vaxxers. If you can get the vaccine, obviously, not everybody can get the vaccine. There are some people who legitimately have health reasons that they can't get the vaccine. The vast majority of those people who have legitimate health reasons that keeps them from getting the vaccine want the people who can get it to get it. So, but yeah, it's like that's why I hate the anti-vax people. Their selfishness. They just genuinely don't care about the health and safety of other people. Hello, I miss a friend that didn't have the vaccine that was in the hospital for a month. Yeah. Not so. I mean, I don't know you, Harmony. You may have a legitimate reason for not getting it. But I mean, the vaccine is safe. It's effective, and it helps make sure that you won't pass it on to other people who have weaker immune systems. Daisy, the same people who scream "It's my body" are the same people against abortion. Yeah, the Venn diagram of anti-vaxxers and anti-abortionists is a circle. Getting my booster next month. So everybody with a weak immune system will become stronger to nicer. Yeah, I mean, it'll help you resist it, which will reduce the risk of you passing it along to somebody else. Wingstop mukbang with the corn and cheese. I don't like corn and cheese fries, so that's not going to happen. But hey, Leia. Vaccine scarred your arm. Ugh. That does suck, Share Bear. Hey, Gemini. Hey, Joanne. Hey, Militia. My Edge McMuffin. My top anime recommendations: Cowboy Bebop, Neon Genesis Evangelion, Sailor Moon. I don't know what else. Had COVID for a week, and some days it's been a roller coaster. Yeah, yeah. It's COVID is not a joke. What's for dinner? I don't know. It's only 10 to 5, so. Um, Entry archive. I've actually never gotten a flu shot either. Um, Part of that is I never go out. Like, I'm a hermit. I avoid people as much as possible. Can we eat together? Maybe. See how I feel in a bit. Spirit Away. You watch Spirit Away, Rose? Yeah, it's so good. Most of Studio Ghibli's films are excellent. Spirit Away is a particularly special one. Um, it's it's magic. Ashley Gordon, using common sense is just as effective as vaccines. One, not really. Scientifically speaking, not really. Two, whole lot of people who don't have common sense. So, Andrea, watch Kiki's delivery service next. Yeah, Kiki's delivery service is another one that's just amazing. That's just incredibly special. I'd also highly recommend Arrietty and The Tale of the Princess Kaguya, which is just gorgeous, just a visually stunning film. You eat 2 to 3 cloves of garlic a day, your immune system will stay up. It's antifungal and antibiotic. Shaver, I think at that point it's just your breath smells too bad for the germs to want to stick around. Howl's Moving Castle. Yeah, Howl's Moving Castle is another really good one. Although I will say Howl. I mean, I feel like they should have gone with a British actor for Howl. You know, for the English dub anyway. The SpongeBob. Oh, Ponyo. Uh, I watched Ponyo. My view on Ponyo is that it's a well-made movie that I just did not enjoy. Like, it's it's Ghibli. It's well made. It's a well-told story. The art is whimsical and great. Um, I just it didn't work for me. And I don't know if it's one where where it's better with the Japanese dub, that Japanese voice with English dub or English subtitles over the English dub, but Oh, just shut the fuck up, Ashley. Ashley Gordon. I worked in food service. Do I play video games? Very few. Um, enough of the vaccine talk. Edge Muffin. I don't play a lot of video games, but I did just start playing Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and I'll be posting that. I was Moving Castle. Yep. Gym was not too crowded today, thankfully. Yeah, yeah, I would hope not. Kitty? No, it's a cat bed that has literally never been used. Hubby is playing Mass Effect. Cool. Hydrotherapy? Lady Pink, Lady Phoenix. Hey. I mean, we've had snow. Wouldn't say we're snowed in, but we've definitely had snow. I ate a ton of raw garlic when I had mastitis 7 years ago and almost choked on a chunk of it, but I can't eat it raw anymore because of the nausea. Fair enough. How have I been? Sleeping a lot. Does Sam come to me? He doesn't come when I call him. No. Um, he'll sometimes come up to my room, and sometimes go up onto my bathroom sink. He kind of likes going up there, but he comes when he wants to come, when he's in the mood for it. Red light therapy. Am I on the spectrum? Probably. Do I plan on adopting another kitty in the future? Absolutely. Sinead. Thank you, Sinead. Square root of 64? 8. Yes, 8. I needed to double check that. I needed to rethink that. Chantel on the way back with my Starbucks. Thanks, Muse Meow. K-drama, Rose? No, I've never watched any K-drama. Also never listened to any K-pop or K-rock or anything like that. Red light therapy or anti-wrinkle? I was thinking red light therapy would be like calling up Roxanne, if you know what I mean. Roxanne! Feel about being in bed a lot lately. Edge, it's not even the month. It's just it's just me. James, I'm going to need you to draw a character from X-Men and let us guess who it is. I don't draw Lady Phoenix. I draw stick figures. Like, that's... And I don't even draw those well. Dandy, thoughts on conversion therapy? My thought is that it is abuse. So, yeah, conversion therapy is terrible. Conversion therapy, it's conversation therapy. Conversation therapy is just counseling. But yeah, conversion therapy is yeah, it's something that they use to try to make straight or make queer people straight. Access to free education. Not for post-secondary. Until wants me to go to the door to get my drink. Okay, I'll be back in a couple minutes, everybody. She's not lazy and inconsiderate. She's just in the car. Let Chantel know that I'm on my way down, okay? I'll be back in a couple minutes. All right, I'm back. Okay, Mars, yeah, she told me that they put like passion fruit or something. And seems okay. I don't know. We'll see anyway. Lizzie, nah, I think I've actually plateaued as far as weight loss goes. It's not weird that Chantel made me get my drink. I mean, we all know that Chantel is lazy. Come on. Hey, Zombie Queen. Uh, I've been alive. Cook at home and cut fast food out. I know. I am too. Yes, I am. I am also lazy. Lizzie, I've not seen the new Spider-Man. I'm gonna wait for. I refuse to go to theaters right now. COVID is still going way, way too strong. If I bought someone a drink, you bet their ass they'd be down there getting it. That is fair, Atlas. Yeah, like I said, it's I just like I'm not going to a theater while COVID is still going as strong as it is. I just refuse. I am not going to risk that much. Beyond that, I mean, it's just I'd have to wear my mask the whole time, which means I can't fucking eat my popcorn while I'm watching the movie. And what's the point of going to a movie if you can't have popcorn? I mean, chicken, turkey, fish, fruits and veggies. Yeah. Salmon and broccoli at the Cheesecake Factory. Did I go to movies before COVID? I usually went. I'd usually go to see the latest Marvel movies in the theaters. Um, and Star Wars movies. Do I ever make my own meals? No. No, I really don't. Should let you stream the movie. I understand why they don't. But don't go anywhere. Order all my food using. Yeah, I mean, that's sort of what I do. I don't go out anywhere either. I don't even have a dog to walk. Castle Rock. Nah, never watched Castle Rock. I've watched very few Stephen King adaptations. Read no Stephen King books, and I think the only adaptation I've watched would have been The Shining. I like the Cowboy Bebop. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, this one's just like an official, just official art. But yeah, this fan poster is just fan art is so good and makes Faye's legs look great. 4.5 pounds. I'm a senior. Yeah. That's shitty, Lola. CW series. Did I ever watch it? I don't think I ever did watch any CW stuff. If I can't lick doorknobs, I don't want to go out. Got a kid today? Ah, and Timothy. Ah, that's sweet. Thank you, Rudolph. Naughty Rudolph. That's cute. Should I have some music? Music is so good. It is. Oh crap! I've suddenly blanked on the composer's name. Yoko Kano, I think. But yeah, the theme song is so good. Tank. It's great. Where am I going on the 26th? Dude, I barely know what I'm doing in an hour. Never mind 2 weeks from now. Will I be doing memberships? I still have no plans. I think you can appreciate the witty writing in Buffy. I know it sounds weird because it's old school, no good CGI and cheesy costumes. I mean, that doesn't really bother me. Um, at this point, I think the main thing that would stop me from watching Buffy is the knowledge of what a dick Joss Whedon is. Edge, Chantal and I are 4 episodes in. Yeah, like when I learned that Joss Whedon wasn't allowed to be in a room alone with Sarah Michelle Gellar, kind of puts a damper on things. And the way he threatened the guy who played, like the way he threatened the guy who played Spike. Yeah. Yeesh. Jacob. I play very few video games. I don't really play video games. I love watching documentaries because I'm boring. Yeah, I should watch more documentaries. I like learning, but I have trouble watching anything really. Yeah, yeah. It's will I be doing more lives? Yeah, I'll try to do at least one a week. Um, More likely 2 a week. Low attention spans, so playing puzzle games like Tomb Raider aren't too bad. Yeah, I can see that. Um, my attention span tends to suck too. But yeah, well, I say my attention span sucks. I think what it is, I suspect that I probably have some level of ADHD. Um, because like when I get invested in something, I get hyper fixated on it. Like, I used to play the Romance of the Three Kingdoms games. Um, and I would play them. Uh, like, I would play them so. Uh, or, like, I would get so into them that I would, like, forget meals. There was one time, I think I was house sitting for my mom. I think my mom might have been in Scotland for a little bit of time when I got diagnosed by a doctor because it costs money. Um, like the main reason I don't get diagnosed for autism spectrum or ADHD, it costs money. Um, yeah, there was one time like I think my mom might have been in Scotland, so I was house sitting for her. And Chantal came over and asked if I was asked if I'd eaten yet, and I've been playing the game. I've been playing Romance of Three Kingdoms for hours. Chantal's talking. What? Nice, nice prank, Tiff. Nice prank, Tiff. But I can actually see out the window, so I know that her car's not there. Yeah, like I was saying, I've been playing the game for hours, and I told her that, like, when she asked if I'd eaten, my response was, I knew I'd forgotten something. I'd actually forgotten to eat. So yeah, I I do get hyper fixated. Lindy, no, I don't watch any John Waters movies. I think Chantal's watched some John Waters movies, but I don't. Wolf Grey. It's one of the Romance of the Three Kingdoms games. Either 8 or 10. I forget which one. And yeah, same thing like with the Mass Effect games. I distinctly remember there was one time I had played. Uh, I was playing the first Mass Effect game. It was probably like my third or fourth playthrough already at that point. I beat the game and immediately started a new file because of the hyperfixation. So, Andrea, I'm pretty sure that like my depression, I'm diagnosed. So watch this shit rise to that. I mean, it depends. I mean, there's a whole host of symptoms in ADHD, and I know I do tick off quite a few symptoms of it. So Hyperfixation can be brutal. It can. Sensor issues? I think so. Asperger's. Asperger's is something that they don't actually diagnose Asperger's anymore. Asperger's isn't used anymore. It's autism spectrum. But like I said, I am very likely autism spectrum. I tick off so many of the boxes on that I'm quite confident. That I'm pretty confident saying that I am on the autism spectrum, and I've got enough sort of ADHD symptoms to feel pretty confident that that I've got that as well. I have a family doctor. Do I have one yet? No, I don't think I have one yet. No, I don't have a family doctor yet. I'm on a waiting list to get a family doctor, I think. Yeah, I do hope that I get the family doctor pretty soon. When I hear from some kind of TR dragon drink. Not what I was actually hoping for. Passion fruit, yeah, it's like strawberry and passion fruit, I think. Not as good as the strawberry kiwi. Lizzie, thank you very much, Lizzie. Just for a piece of my mind. Thank you very much. Thought Canada's system was better, but I guess. Yeah, I mean, there's no perfect healthcare system. Been avoiding going to the doctors because it's expensive to go even with insurance. Yeah, that's one reason I will never move to the US. Like, I will just not move to the US because I do not want to have to pay just for everything, you know? Support group? I don't know, maybe, but Miss Quigley, and Ashley Gordon, don't worry about not being able to donate. I am not actually expecting donations from anyone. That's why I want to move to Canada. Yeah, I would. It's in shambles right now. I've been wanting to move to Canada, but it's not financially feasible. Yeah, it's tough right now to move as well. Hey, JH. Um, for psychologists, uh, yeah, for that, I think, like yeah, Ashley Gordon said, I believe what happens is if a doctor recommends or like prescribes a therapist, psychologist, I believe that might be covered, but I'm not entirely sure. Psychologists are covered. Oh, right, because I think they're the ones who like do. I don't know. Don't know if I want to live in Sweden though. It would be pretty cold. On the other hand, so is Canada. Sweden seems like a really nice country though. So just wasted 7 hours binge watching Hell's Kitchen. Yep, that happens. Chantel paying for my therapy. Yeah, for my first appointment at least. Ashley Gordon. Yeah, I can honestly never remember the difference between the two. I always get them mixed up. Whispering Willow, thank you very much for the super sticker. Thank you very much. Short term goals, not really. Like my Marvel review on Saturday. Yeah, it went way longer than I intended to. Yes, she did. I have an appointment on the 14th. Thursday? Friday. So I have an appointment on Friday for a sort of an initial consult. I love writing down stuff in a journal. Yeah. Hey, Chantilly Lace. Shout out to Chantilly Lace. Um, not a lot of diversity. That's actually not a bad point as well. Sweden, I feel like Sweden probably does have major racism. Edge McBuffin, don't worry about donating. Never worry about not being able to donate. I am honestly, I'm totally not worthy of the donations anyway. What's the temperature? The temperature. What is the temperature right now? -12 Celsius. Well, just changed to -14. I forget what that is in Fahrenheit. Whatever, convert to Islam. Can't imagine any situation that would get me to do that. Yeah, so I guess it's something like 7 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, so for those in the US, it looks like it's right around 7 degrees Fahrenheit. .4 degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah, it's still cold as shit. Yeah, yes, it is below freezing. Oh, really, I'm sensitive to cold, so I'm bundled up in like 40 Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's below freezing. It is colder than the point at which water freezes. Yeah, Canada is Celsius because it makes sense. 40 degrees Celsius. Ugh. 40 Celsius was just ugh. I would not want to deal with that shit. Lena, hey, good evening. Roblox? No, I've never played Roblox. Chantilly lace? I would not, but my question is, would that mean that I'm the one being eaten? Andrea, yes, we do kilometers. So yeah, we've got a metric system up here. Because again, it just makes more sense. Any plans for 2022? Aside from get a job, not really. Whispering Willow? Yeah, I have plans to watch it once it comes out on Disney Plus. Discord, I have no real interest in making a Discord. Cop shop interview? I didn't know. That was a couple months ago, and no, I never heard anything back about that. They're not around Ottawa. I mean, there might be some around Ottawa, but Ottawa's a city, so I mean, they're not really coming close. Um, they would tend to be more suburban. The way Americans have learned the metric system is drugs. I like that. That's how we get everyone on the same system. Drugs. Left in the bagpipes. I like the bagpipes. Honestly, I want more rock bands to include bagpipes because bagpipes are loud and obnoxious, and that is what rock music is. You know? Funny stories about bagpipes. Aside from the time somebody brought them into my work, no funny stories. There was one really cool time. One time when I was in Scotland with my family, we were in Edinburgh, and I was sort of getting late in the afternoon. So that we were sort of getting ready to call it a day and head back to my uncle's place where we stayed. And we happened to be sort of standing around out. Didn't I block you? So we were standing around outside a pub, and Yeah, there just happened to be like this handful of bagpipers who were just like, yeah, they just started playing a little bit for I think playing for like some for drink money, basically. I think was what they were doing for it, what they were doing it for. Lisa Frank station. Have you heard that Lisa Frank was actually like an abusive employer? Like the actual person, Lisa Frank, she was actually like a really abusive employer. Like of all the wild things to know, like of all the wild things out there, it's like this friggin' happy rainbows and unicorns artist. It's just fucking abusing the people who are doing the art. Like, it's still wild. Like it's weird. Sherry Bear, um, I haven't heard anything yet. Uh, Taking a look. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any real word on cause of death. I wouldn't expect it for a little while yet. Anyway, though, like there doesn't seem to be any indication of it being drugs. So it's like they've actually said that that authorities have found no evidence of it being drugs. Which doesn't mean it's not. It's still possible, but you know, with that being mostly ruled out, I imagine it'll probably take a little bit of time before cause of death is determined. Golden Girls. I used to love Golden Girls when I was a kid. Like I remembered very little about it. Chantilly Lace. I'm excited for Easter chocolate. Chocolate bunnies. Heart attack. I mean, possible. It may have been heart attack or a stroke or something random. Um, like I said, it'll be a little bit of time before we find out because there's going to be an autopsy will be needed. So. Canadian question: is there a national snack? I have no idea. Bukkake juice. And yeah, Bob Saget. Yeah, I used to love Full House when I was a kid, and America's Funniest Home Videos as a kid. Hooker could have pistol whipped him and robbed him. Entirely possible. Robert Durst, yes. Yeah, that. Hearing that Robert Durst died, that was a nice little pick me up. You know, like after a string of really bad deaths, you know, Betty White, Sidney Poitier, uh, Bob Saget. I think there was somebody else in there. You know, there's a string of like, oh man, these guys were, you know, these people were legends. These people were, you know, beloved. So getting the news that Robert Durst died, that's like the bit of that's kind of the bit of a boost that we needed, you know? Who else? Chantel said I have a nice sock in one of her old ladies. Okay. Desmond Tutu, yes, that was another one. Like I forgot about him. Yeah, like just holy shit! Like in the course of like a couple weeks, in the course of less than 2 weeks, in the course of like 10 days, there were like a half dozen fantastic people who died, and so it was nice to get Robert Durst as next one. Um, Hopefully, he'll be the first of many awful people to die. You know, hopefully his death will be followed by a bunch more shitty people. Wish we could do like a community movie night. Uh, I mean, we probably could. I'd have to figure out exactly how it works. But Gabrielle, I'm getting on. Hey, Nog dude. What happened to Ramona? Uh, Ramona's just sitting on top of a box over there. By which I mean the wig's just sitting on a box over there. Hey, Harlow. Good to see you. Yeah, I think there's like a way on some of the streaming services to do it. I just, Gabriella gonna say in the closet. Good point. That's probably where I should put the wig, just so that I can say that Ramona's in the closet. Would I wear a kilt in public? Yeah, sure. Let's see. I'm not going to disagree with that. Thought the dress was really nice. It was. It is a really nice dress, honestly. By movies I like in the public domain, that means old movies. Old movies aren't good. Big plans for the week? Nope. Yeah, I think there's like I know some of this like when I was watching what was I watching the other night? I guess that would have been the new episode of or no, it was when I went to watch Avengers. I think Disney Plus has a way to like watch movies with friends. Um, I'd have to look into the details of how those things work. Do I like horror movies? I don't. I'm just not a fan of them. Finding Kendrick Johnson. There's a lot of things I should watch. Do I eat Indian food? Nah, not really. Um, I'm too white for it. Uh, Indian food has a lot of spices. Uh, I end up finding, honestly, bad as it sounds, it's just too much flavor for me. The flavor ends up being overwhelming for me. Like I'm that basic. Um, I love spicy food. Yeah, I don't. I didn't really grow up with spicy food. So I've got combine that with with like a really picky, um, like with being really picky eater. Um, JH. Well, yeah, I mean, JH. Everything is just a remake of something that the ancient Greeks probably ripped off from somebody before them. but but no, it's like it's older movies. I just more often than not, older movies. I just can't get into the acting. Honestly, Antonietta. No, I didn't catch whatever Chantel had. I didn't catch it. Craddy TV. Oh, you have a kitten! Yay! Yes. As far as the Indian flavor, like remember that my mom's British. So um, so yeah, I mean it's a lot of it. Like I mean, she's a good cook, of course, but like for flavor, but for the food, British food doesn't exactly have a reputation for being uh, particularly flavorful, right? So that's sort of what I grew up with, and I like a lot of the stuff. You know, meat and potatoes is the kind of person I am, but you know, I'm trying very slowly to um, expand my palette a little bit. And yeah, bear in mind, like I'm not saying that, like I'm joking about British food, um, except that yeah, they don't really use that many spices in it. So the flavor does often tend to be pretty basic in British food, which isn't necessarily bad. But what will it take for me to go back to theaters? Zero copy? Probably, actually, honestly. Grew up with Southern food, but I love trying other cuisines. Yeah, I'm just too picky a question, or too picky an eater. I will say, roast potatoes are just the best. You must have a sensitive nose. What's the longest throw you've noticed in your years of knowing Chantel? Longest throw? I don't even know what you mean by that. Good quality ingredients don't always need many spices. What's the average Canadian's relationship to the Queen? I think most of us couldn't care less. Honestly. I mean, like, she's on our money. I feel like the average Canadian's opinion of the Queen is she's on the money. It's not dinosaur nuggets. I'm not interested. Pretty much. Throw is how we classify the distance a candle scent is cast into the room. Getting rid of her wouldn't be a hassle. So, I mean, yeah, it's. Seasoning. That's the term I was trying to actually use earlier. Not spicing. Not spices, but seasonings. Hey, Flop Era. Yeah, British food doesn't tend to have a lot of seasoning on it. Can't wait until the royal family is completely forgotten. Yeah. Abolish the monarchy. You guys go to all the weddings like you were stuck up their butts. Everybody does. I will say, everybody does like a royal wedding. Fluffer. My brother didn't have COVID. He was worried at one point that he did, but it wasn't COVID. Chantel's transphobic comments. I don't know what comments she made. I will say Chantel. What I'll say about Chantel regarding trans issues, she is trans supportive. Like, she does support trans rights. She's not perfect. She sometimes screws up. Like, she does try though. So if she said anything transphobic, it would have been out of ignorance rather than malice. Like I said, if Chantel said anything transphobic, it was ignorance rather than malice. I know her well enough, and we've talked enough about it, that I know for a fact that it would have been just, she doesn't know how to properly word stuff. Yeah, exactly. You said Dee Dee looks trans because she's built like a man. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, that is a shitty thing to say. And definitely something she shouldn't have said. I'll let her know that, but if I ever say anything anti-woke, of course. meant to be a role? I don't think so. Chantal has the personality. I mean, yeah, I mean, she's got. What's the term? They don't call it bipolar anymore. Bipolar disorder. I forget the term that they use now, but I know she does have that. You require pee pads when Chantal sits on soft furniture. I don't know. I don't sit on the same furniture. I don't sit on the same spots that she does. So borderline. Yes, Mark. Borderline. She's got borderline personality disorder. Bad relationship with long distance Canadians. I mean, we are long distance Canadians. I mean, we are every American teenager's high school girlfriend. So the anti-Semitism accusations against J.K. Rowling. I mean, I don't really know it well enough to say, but probably. No, I don't. Chantal doesn't actually have any leakage. I don't think Chantal. No, I don't think Chantal has any leakage or anything like that. Hey, Vanessa Marie. Yeah, as far as J.K. Rowling being anti-Semitic, you'd be better off asking. Um, you'd be better off looking into what sort of Jewish activists have to say about it. The Harry Potter movies sure had anti-Semitic elements with with the goblins being Jewish bankers. Um, I saw I saw somebody post a shot of the sending those Mazzy Star mix CDs off LimeWire right to my dorm. Oh, goblin. Yeah. So from what I've seen, the goblins, as described in the book, don't seem to be Jewish stereotypes. In the movies, absolutely, 100%, they were absolutely, undeniably Jewish stereotypes. How do people know the goblins are supposed to be Jewish? I mean, small, greedy, hook-nosed. They were the goblins in the Harry Potter movies were like just exact images of anti-Semitic stereotypes. Like, it was bad. Don't think of Jewish people like that. Well, no, because you're not a terrible person. But right, they don't look right. Jewish people don't look like that. But you know who thinks Jewish people look like that? Anti-Semites. And by that I mean that's going back for literally hundreds of years. Never saw. I mean, I haven't, but I've seen images. Like, for hundreds of years, anti-Semites have drawn Jewish people to look a specific way. And the way that those people have designed Jews to look, caricatured, the way those people caricatured Jews. Hey, Sandy and Ange. Yeah, I mean, if you look up anti-Semitic caricatures of Jewish people, they look identical, virtually identical, to how the Harry Potter movies depicted Jewish people. Combine that with the fact that there's a long history of stereotyping Jews as being bankers, as controlling the banks, stereotyping Jews as controlling the banks. Combine that with the physical appearance. Yeah, I mean, they were like, it couldn't have been more of a caricature that the movies used. In the book, The Protocols of the Elders of Zion. Yeah. Do I stand with Israel? I mean, I think that's a very, very complicated subject. But in general, I am on the side of the Palestinians. I think that I think Israel should withdraw from the West Bank and withdraw their settlements and occupy Palestine. Yeah, they should withdraw from occupied Palestine. I am okay with Israel having its homeland where it is. I'm not going to argue that Israel should be abolished. Obviously. Okay, bye, Harlow. And I'm also not going to excuse the attacks of Palestinian extremists on Israel, specifically on Israeli citizens. But I do think Israel oppresses the Palestinians. I'd have to know the reason for why the First Nations communities are against the vaccine. Diplomatic answer. I try. Because I mean, it is incredibly complicated. You know, we're dealing with shit that goes back literally thousands of years. It's a complicated situation. Some First Nations believe in holistic medicine, not Western medicine. I mean, I think that they should. So I think that they should accept the vaccine. I can understand why they'd be reluctant to accept the vaccine from given their history of Jewish extraction. Not that I am aware of, would be my answer to that. My brother suspects that we may have some Jewish blood in us, mostly because we've got, I don't know, but like my brother suspects there might be some, and I think my great grandmother. Um, so yeah, there's suspicion that my great grandmother on my mother's side, uh, or one of them, uh, was probably part Jewish. Um, from what my mom has said, uh, I think it's great grandmother, but from what my mom has said, uh, she always that woman, that particular great grandmother, always insisted that she was German, but she thinks that she may have been, part Jewish. Colonizers thought that indigenous people should accept the race for their own good too. I mean, that's kind of my attitude here. Um, I'm inclined to think that yeah, like I'm pro-vaccine. Uh, I think that indigenous people probably should agree to get vaccinated. But given their history, I am not going to blame them for being reluctant. Black Bear? And I stand by that, frankly, because the vast majority of the people who are anti-vax are shitty people. Like the people who are political about being anti-vax, they suck. The people who are spreading all sorts of okay, good night, Doc JC. The people who are spreading disinformation about the vaccines, fuck them. I like the ones comparing like the treatment of non-vax people to being fucking oppressed groups. No, shut the fuck up. You're not an oppressed minority. Shut the fuck up. See, I mean, yeah, I mean, I can kind of understand where the colonizers were coming from, but I think that they were still assholes who were completely wrong. Like, it's like the colonizers were shitty. It's not iced coffee, no. It's strawberry passion fruit drink. And if Milo Yiannopoulos? Never. I was never a fan of that white supremacist dickbag. Honestly, the fact that Bill Maher had brought Milo Yiannopoulos onto his show that is one of those things that at that point, everybody, the fact that people still watched Bill Maher after that, still continue to watch Bill Maher after that, like, flop era, it hasn't been long enough for me to get my booster. It's only been 3 months. We got it 3.5 months. Milo's broken career field. Yes, and good fucking rins to him. Didn't Milo intentionally go to a conversion game? Yep. Because, yeah, he became ex-gay in order to, in order to get some attention, basically. Three-month interval. I had not heard about that flop era. I was actually under the impression that the timeline had just been moved up from 6 months to 5 months. Bill Maher actually dated Ann Coulter? I was unaware that they dated. I knew they were friends, which is a solid demonstration that neither of them actually has any goddamn principles. Do I think anti-vaxxers should be denied entry? I mean, I think that's entirely fair if businesses do that, honestly. Etch McMuffin, yeah, I like how you're acting as though it's a gotcha that I literally was unaware of that there was a change to the time frame for when to get a booster. Fuck off, Lizzie. Actually, Lizzie, no. The problem, Lizzie, is Bill never changed. Bill Maher is the same person now as he was in the 90s. And that's the problem. He's been unable to keep up with the times. Shut the fuck up, Flop Era and Ashley Gordon. Just fuck off. No, Flop Era, you're trying to be rude. You're trying to be a dick. Don't bother denying it. You're trying to be a dick, trying to pull a gotcha shit. Show you are not blocked. Lizzie. I mean, yes, he is an old geezer. But yeah, like I said, I mean, he's stuck in the 90s. He's just. He's just an idiot. Hey, Beth. trying to decide what I want to do for supper. Screw it, I'll just throw in a microwave dinner. Could never with Bill Maher. Yeah. I liked him a little. I liked him for a little bit in the 90s when I was young and dumb. What should Chantel do with pizza? I think she threw it out. Order fish and chips? Nah. I'm gonna do a microwave dinner. Don't want to order out too often. Neil Tyson and Bill Nye. I did not see the pizza. I kind of stopped liking Neil Tyson. I saw a Reddit post where someone talked about inviting Neil Tyson to speak at their college or something. The show. Where's some veggies? Thank you, the show. That 2 pounds is getting wasted. Saw Neil Tyson live. That's cool. Yeah. So like this science club at a university invited Neil Tyson to speak, and apparently he was just a total diva. Like he was just sort of weirdly condescending to the people who invited him, and yeah, he was just full of himself to the point where, like, the person who had posted the thread that said that he and the rest of the group just were like completely disillusioned with celebrities after that. Like, they just had no interest in inviting people to speak to them anymore. I'd be a diva too if I was on TV. I mean, at this point, NDT is known as much for being a buzzkill on Twitter as he is for his actual science talk. Like, come on, guy. Like, he's just... Rare to find it? I mean, maybe, but I mean... Is it that rare? Like, there's a lot of celebrities that I have heard amazing stories about. You know, Keanu Reeves comes to mind, but yeah, like, you'll hear stories about like a celebrity who like gives amazing tips on bills, or who are just super nice to everybody they meet. And as for Neil Tyson, he's a celebrity astrophysicist. Like, you ain't Leo, guy. Like, it's... Yeah, it's like... My happy conversion therapy got banned in Canada? Very happy, yes. The fact that it wasn't already banned was an absolute travesty. It should have been banned years ago. Yeah, like Neil Tyson. I mean, like Neil Tyson is just such a buzzkill on Twitter. Yo, like every move. Hey, MG, nice to see you. Like every movie that, yes, Santa would burn alive. Like, dude, come on. Like, was I surprised that conservatives agreed unanimously to ban conversion therapy? Um, Not really, because it's one of those things that Canadians really, really did not like. You know, it was one of those things where Canadians, hey, Shirley Best, like there was no support to keep conversion therapy. Um, it's it would have been a bigger political. Uh, Republicans could never. That's true. Republicans would fight it, but at least here in Canada, opposing a ban on conversion therapy would have been a bad political move. Like it would have, like anyone who opposed it just would have looked bigoted. They just would have, like, it would have been clear that they hate gay people. Canada is just too progressive for uh, Mike Pence, Lizzie, yes. Mike Pence was pretty notorious for his support of conversion therapy while he was governor of wherever. I don't even care where he was governor of. Am I moving to Montreal? No. Montreal's a great country, or a great city. Uh, Montreal is a fantastic city, but I don't speak French. So you can go from gay to straight by transing yourself. Well, yeah, I mean, if somebody comes out as trans and they're attracted to the opposite gender, then that person is straight. Do conservatives in Canada support trans rights? More than conservatives in the U.S. do, for sure. But hey, Elena, we don't list sex offenders online as it states to, which I think is a good thing. Maybe like, maybe controversial opinion here, but even in regards to sexual offenders, my feeling is once they're out of prison, they deserve a chance to live their lives. Obviously, keep an eye on them. Make sure that keep them under parole for the rest of their lives, frankly, and all that. But listing them online is something that strikes me as more about vengeance over justice. I don't agree with posting the information about sexual offenders online. It's Dandy. I mean, depends who we're talking about. I mean, there are. I mean, obviously, there are sexual offenders who can't be. See, my view is that it's not the job of the average citizen to keep an eye on those people, because that comes dangerously close to vigilantism. I am not a fan of vigilantism, which to me is what posting information online about sexual offenders does. The show, I mean, that might be what it's there for, but there are definitely people who use it to see if there are any in the area. Yeah, I mean, there are people who are on the sexual offenders registry who don't belong on there, frankly, because what they did was like Edgemont Muffin. Yeah, and that's shitty. The fact that there are way too many people who commit sexual assault who get completely away with it. There's entirely too many who actually never end up even being uh, held accountable for it. And yeah, like Lizzie said, it's human rights. And I mean, I just want to make this clear. This has nothing to do with my personal views on sexual offenders themselves. Um, as far as I'm concerned, somebody commits rape. I'm totally fine with rapists just upping and dying. Frankly, like, as far as I'm concerned, yay, cool. I've got no problem with that. That's my personal opinion. Law has to be different. The law has to um, the law has to upload the human rights of everybody. And Dandy, yeah, absolutely. If that teacher died, I would be totally okay with it. But at the same time, I don't believe that the law should just kill her. You know, like law as a human construct, it can be whatever we make it. Yes, it can. And therein lies the danger as well. The concern, hey Edna, the concern is less about, you know, protecting the rights of terrible people. It's about protecting the rights of the innocent. Oh, hey, Evane. What do I think about castration of predator child molesters? Personal view, go for it. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if it's a good legal position. I don't know that bye, Ashley Gordon. Pizza or Chinese? Chinese strength coach. Chemical castration exists? Yes, it does, and it has a horrible, horrible history. Um, Della, it's not a contradiction. It's my personal view and my political view is what it comes down to. Personally, I'm fine with, personally, I'm fine if a pedophile dies. Um, if 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 a parent kills a guy who molested their kid, I'm not necessarily going to be. I'm not going to be mad at the parent. And like I would be, from a legal standpoint, I would definitely be in favor of the person getting a light sentence. I'm fine if a PDF file dies as well. Yeah, it's what's wrong with the Second Amendment? As far as the Second Amendment goes, it's been taken too loose, too loosely. Would be um, so. As far as the Second Amendment goes, my view is gun restrictions are just a good thing. There need to be restrictions on what kind of guns you can buy, and they need to be registered, and here's something that's big to under the self-defense argument. It seems compelling, but it doesn't really hold up statistically. That said, I'm, you know, handguns and hunting rifles. I'm actually fine with people owning those. I'm not going to argue that handguns should be banned. I'm not going to argue that hunting rifles should be banned. But they need to be, there need to be background checks, thorough background checks. And there need to be, hey Shannon, and there needs to be registration. It's kind of a problem with guns like the US. We don't. What about indigenous communities to use guns for food? I mentioned hunting rifles. Like, it's hunting rifle. Like, Canada's a hunting country. Like, Canada's a country that loves hunting. A convicted felon, probably any convicted felon, should probably not be allowed to own a gun, because they've proven that they are not really safe. Like I'm not gonna, like, right now. And right now, a convicted felon, like, it is super easy for convicted felons to get guns right now. They don't even need to go to the black market. They can go to any goddamn gun show in the US and get a gun right then and there. They do have background checks, which are not always consistent. Bear in mind, that's the law in California. Different states have different regulations regarding background checks and waiting lists. Yes, I do live in Canada. And we have pretty strict regulations regarding guns. And people can still get guns. The show? Guns are not a human right show. I have read about this shit. Like, pretty, like, I read a lot about this shit. Bear, otter, or cub? I'm not sure where you're going with that. I would like to think that I'm an otter. But yeah, here's the thing. So another big thing to remember is that background checks are... Fuck off, Marina. Background checks are not really heavily enforced at gun shows. which are things that travel around a lot. So right now, it actually isn't that tough, at least in some states. I should admit, in some states, it's actually really easy for a convicted felon to get a gun legally. Um, so that is a known loophole. And it's a loophole that the majority of people support closing. The NRA doesn't. The NRA wants that loophole kept open. Andy? Yeah, private sales as well, exactly. Um, so yeah, I mean, there definitely needs to be much, 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 much tighter regulation on guns in the U.S. Hey, Anna. Anna, I'm not gonna. If a cop is confronting me, if a cop is at my house, I'm not gonna sit there going, making pig noises. I'm not gonna sit there going oink oink. I'm not an idiot. Also, I was raised to be polite. I was raised to be polite. So, of course I'm going to be polite to any cops who come to my door. Edna, there are valid reasons to own guns. Flop Air, I did not watch Don't Look Up. There are absolutely valid reasons to own guns. Hunting being a big one. Even self-defense. The statistics don't really back that one up, but owning a handgun for self-defense, I don't actually oppose that. Um, I don't have to open the door, but what it comes down to is I'm not going to be antagonistic towards police because they have power, but I don't. So yeah, it's the countries that ban guns are functioning just fine. There are, but there's differences. There's always cultural differences to bear in mind as well. Like Japan, I think. Japan, if I'm not mistaken, has very tight gun laws. Like super tough to get a gun in Japan, if I'm not mistaken. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Japan doesn't have the same culture around hunting that a lot of other places do, and it doesn't have the same. It doesn't have the same culture around self-defense. Positive. Yeah, no luck yet. So I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna argue for a full gun ban, gun ban, because there are valid reasons to have guns. It's something where different countries are going to have different uh, different situations. There's no one size fits all. Um, U.S. You're never going to take guns away from the U.S. They're always going to have guns. It's a part of American culture. Um, but that doesn't mean that someone should be able to walk around with with an assault rifle strapped to their back. So it's it's just something where the U.S. just needs to tighten up its gun laws. That's all it is. And bear in mind, what I'm saying, the U.S. needs to tighten its gun laws. That is a very popular opinion in the U.S. AR doesn't stand for assault rifle. I never said that it did, Anna. Yeah, I mean the majority of Americans, in poll after poll after poll, uh, favors tighter gun laws. It's not a It's not a controversial opinion at all. It's just that the NRA has a very tight hold on Republicans and also has a bit of a hold on on a lot of Democrats. The NRA is the main sticking point. And what do I like most about America? Black hair. I said hold, but on the other hand, the other might be the same. So what do I like most about America? Um, I mean, it's a country that definitely develops a lot of great stuff. I mean, there's been the thing that you like about America as well. Do I like Michael Moore? No. No, Michael Moore is he's someone who is dishonest in how he presents information. Three nice things about America. Okay. Bowling for Columbine was entertaining. Yeah, I loved Bowling for Columbine. Um, in retrospect, it does have some serious problems. He did definitely twist information to suit his agenda. Yeah, so things I like about America. Uh, they have some fantastic research labs, like some of the best research labs in. Yeah, I mean, it has some of the absolute best research labs in the world. Um, there's a lot of money that goes into uh, to research. They definitely do make a genuine effort there. Uh, for all of its flaws, there are a lot of incredible people who do really good work helping others. Um, there is entertainment. Yeah, there's some fantastic entertainment research efforts towards what? Towards everything, really, but towards curing diseases, for um, for pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceutical companies, pharmaceutical companies, for all that they're kind of evil. They like pharmaceuticals are necessary. Like the pharmaceuticals are make our lives better, and the U.S. definitely does spend arguably uh, proportionally the most on pharmaceutical research. Animal testing should be banned. Um, for that, what I would say as far as animal testing goes is it is something that is sometimes necessary. Hey, Foxanne. We haven't cured disease. We've definitely made like there's definitely been some amazing advancements in medicine. Like a lot of diseases that used to be death sentences are now very much manageable. AIDS used to be a death sentence. If you got AIDS, you were going to die. But people can live long, healthy lives with AIDS now. There's management in place for it. Cancer. We've got so many. Uh, there's been so many advancements in treating cancers, even in just detecting cancers. Dad died of AIDS in the 90s. Yeah, a lot of people died of AIDS. Don't focus on Canada. How about Indigenous people? We're treating, still treating. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something that needs to be improved. I'm not saying Canada's a paradise. Like, I've never said Canada is a paradise. Canada has more than its fair share of bullshit that it needs to deal with. There's serious racial issues here. First Nations, Indigenous people, yeah, I mean, the way the Indigenous people are treated still is unconscionable. Um, Even beyond that, I mean, with other racial minorities, there's plenty of racism here. Uh, we've got plenty of anti-immigrant people. There's police violence and corruption. Um, Gravy Queen, I did say 3 nice things about America. that it's got fantastic research labs that it spends a lot of money on, that there's a lot of... I don't hate the US. I hate the US government. Elizabeth Holmes case. Wouldn't say I've been following it, but I did see the verdict on it. And yeah, what a shock that Elizabeth Holmes was found guilty of screwing over rich people. That's genital mutilation of babies. Are you talking about like circumcision? Because I'm circumcised. I'm not gonna. I have no problem with it. Like circumcision, I've. That's not something I oppose. It's not involuntary mutilation. I mean, yes, but I mean the baby's not going to remember it, so I don't really have any issue with it. Female genital mutilation is just horrible. Definitely oppose female genital mutilation. Absolutely 100%, no question. Why do I worry about the USA government? I mean, because it screws people over. Like, because it serves the rich and lets a lot of good people suffer. Like, is it different for babies with penises? My cousins didn't get circumcised when they got in junior high. They were teasmers. Weird. What doesn't serve the rich? Actually, you know what doesn't serve the rich? Unions and people doing things for the love of it rather than for money. And there's a lot of things that don't serve the rich. Yeah, so like for all the talk about me hating the US, I want the country better. Like, I want your country to be better. I want your country to actually serve the regular people, is what it comes down to. Legalizing prostitution? My take used to be, yes, legalize it. But I've seen arguments that have made me change it to decriminalize prostitution. If you legalize prostitution, then it means the U.S. is going that the government is going to get involved with it. It's going to start, passing laws about how it can be done. There's going to be all sorts of just garbage. So I'm in favor of decriminalizing prostitution. What do I want Canada to do differently? Oh, so much. We need to expand our health system to cover things like dental, healthcare, eyes, or vision. So our insurance system needs, our healthcare still needs to be expanded more. We need to do better about how we treat the Indigenous people. I'm not a fan of our voting system. we still have we have the first past the post voting system. Whoever gets, we vote. You vote for one person. Whoever has the most votes wins. But I would prefer ranked voting. Like, can we treat the natives better? A lot of them, there's a lot of communities that have poor health or poor water quality. We need to do fix that. One thing that gets complicated is healthcare in Indigenous communities. That one's complicated. Getting medics to those communities. What else? A lot of things complicated. Absolutely, there are. They are. What was honoring the treaties better? Or shut up, Marina. So the big thing is land. I mean, don't try to build oil pipelines through land that is owned by Indigenous people. And don't try to sort of grab some of that land through eminent domain type of things. There's been some more tax need to be paid if you don't like care. I mean, yes, or you can sort of move funds from somewhere else, but whatever. The Indigenous communities have been saying for years how to do a better job. The issue is a lack of political will from Ottawa and from provincial capitals. The Indigenous people have solutions, but no one wants to implement them. Do I think I know what is right for them? I think that they are going to have a better idea of what they need and what will help them than people outside those communities will. Just kind of still part of the problem. I mean, it's there still aren't a lot of Indigenous people serving in Parliament. Anna? I agree. It's tough for me just because of my social anxiety. Gravy Queen, I was unaware that she said that. That is a shitty thing for her to say. Jay-Zach, I mean, it's hard to blame them. Uh, like they're acetyl. I mean, maybe I could try that. Um, I've had social anxiety literally my entire life, so I'm not sure exactly how much change in diet would help me there. Hey, Lisa. America's Next Top Model. I never watched that. It's not my type of show. I'm not really into reality shows. It's actually not about fashion. Like, I'm not big on fashion. Like it's clearly I'm not big on fashion. I wear jeans and t-shirts. That's all I wear. So at the same time, see, I'm no, I wouldn't say I've had the same diet my whole life. Growing up, my diet was pretty good. Stay-at-home mom has that benefit. So, you know, Tyra Banks hates dark-skinned black women. Yeah, I think I've heard that. Oh, and I am a very picky eater. Yes, yeah, I think I've heard that about Tyra, and it's not really. Um, it's not as uncommon as it should be. Okay, good night, Shannon. Among lighter-skinned black people, from what I've gathered from just reading what black people say about it. Um, I think what it comes down to is there are some lighter skinned black people, by no means most, but some, uh, who want to be part of the in group, so to speak. Uh, Stop getting devastated or something? Probably. So yeah, this isn't my opinion. This is what I've seen other people. This is what I've seen some Black people say. But I have definitely seen plenty of talk about there being a lot of prejudice against darker skinned Black people. Luckily, that seems to be changing as well. Slowly, but it is getting a little bit better. Are my listeners always this political? I mean, there's always people trying to get at this political. Della? Yeah. Yeah, it's my impression is that most of the lighter skinned Black people still are very much supportive of darker skinned Black people. Flop, I'm not. It's not so much that I'm trying to speak on behalf of them. It's me talking about. It's me speaking about what I've seen them say. But I mean, the other thing is like Pick Me Princess. That is why I try to be very careful in my phrasing. Not always successful, but I try to be very careful in my in how I phrase things. Hey, butt smack. Whatever stream game. No plan. I don't really have any plans to stream gaming, but I will be posting videos of Mass Effect. So I am doing a Mass Effect Legendary Edition trilogy Let's Play. Streaming, I don't know. Samsara? I don't even have that much African in me. I'm probably like 0.0001%. Edge? Yeah, I will be uploading it. I've got 2 videos recorded. One video actually loaded onto YouTube. I just haven't actually posted yet. I'll post it tomorrow. Sam. You're naughty, Sam. You're so naughty. Do blackface like Trudeau? Yeah. Honestly, the fact that Trudeau did blackface as a fucking adult, like, it's, I can't support him. Like, I can't support that guy. As an adult? Come on, man. Can't believe Sam actually typed that with a little pause. Hey, Lime Jello. Is that all? I actually liked. I watched one of the Ghost in the Shells. I don't even remember which one. She likes him because she likes him because he's cute. It's the shallowest reason, and deep sigh is about all I can do about all I can say about her liking Trudeau because he's cute. She's never been all that politically invested. Hey, Lucy. Go eat. Very soon, Lizzie. Very soon. Sansora goes, yeah, it's Ghost in the Shell is one where the live action anime cast Scarlett Johansson in the role of what's that character's name? What her name? Yeah, yeah. Scarlett Johansson in the role of Motoko Kusanagi. That was a great choice by everyone involved. Why? Hey, twerking. A lot of anime or manga into live action for the best. Yeah. Adapting a story from one medium to another is always tough. Um, because I mean, different mediums have different goals. Even when you're like even live action to animated, they're going for different things, different strengths and weaknesses. And a lot of the time, when adapting something from one medium to another, not enough thought is put into how to manage that change. Anything Netflix creates is generally shitty. I mean, they've actually had a few really good animated shows. There have been some genuinely good animated shows on Netflix. Isidol? Yes, that is the other thing. Yes, I've seen that before as well. Not enough thought is put into cultural differences. Like, yeah, so that's a big thing. They don't try to Western adaptations. Don't really think of the cultural signifiers that go into whatever anime they're trying to adapt. They do a bit better at their own original shit. Like She-Ra, Netflix's adaptation of She-Ra was fantastic. Kipo and the Age of Wonder Beasts, loved that show. What else? I'm drawing blanks. Carol and Tuesday. That was a Netflix original and was incredible. But yeah, that is a thing. Hey, Jen J. Arcane I haven't watched, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. Don't think they should westernize stuff like anime. I think that's a problem. It is definitely a big problem. If you're going to do it, you really need to put a lot of thought into it. You need to be very careful about it. My uncle got into a Twitter war with Elon Musk. That's awesome, Lizzie. Your uncle's a hero, Lizzie. Chantel feeling better? Yeah, Chantel's been getting better. She's still got a cough. Hi, Annie. Hi, Annie. Yep. Thanks, Annie. Yep. You came in right as I'm getting ready to get off. It's been on here for 3 hours, so I think it might actually be time for me to mosey on. So thanks everyone for coming. As always, this was a thing. So, yeah. Have a nice night.